right. Pretty much let everybody know that came, where you're from, not where you're from, but the company that you're from, a little bit about that, and a little bit about what you represent with Sony.
Well, I'm a producer, songwriter, produce tracks for Sony mostly, Warner Brothers, like far as movies and all that stuff. That's a field artists need to get into because they leasing your tracks and everything, and you're just getting paid for royalties, so that's a good move. But
okay. Now, as far as with you as a producer, from a producer's perspective, what is the importance, say, of a producer of your caliber? Because there's not just artists in here, rappers or singers. There's also some producers in here that got some hot production. So, what's the importance of how you have got to the point to where you're doing stuff for Sony? What are they looking for in a producer that got you pretty much in the position that you're in, as far as with sound or maybe how they market themselves or anything all above?
originality. A lot of problem with producers and artists. They hear something on the radio, run back to the studio and duplicate. Labels and radio stations, they don't want to hear something that's already done. You can't have a bunch of Lil Wayne sounding like songs. As soon as T-Pain did something, there was 1,000 T-Pain songs. There's people still doing T-Pain effects and all that. There's already a T-Pain. There's not going to be another T-Pain. Come up with your own originality. Like, if anybody that rides in the car with me can call anybody in my phone and ask what I listen to. The radio is off. And the reason why I have the radio off, because I don't listen to, because I have a memory. So if I'm listening to something, nobody can say, oh, you got that from Waka Flocka, or you got this from this and this. It's like I don't listen to nobody, so you can't tell me with my stuff, if my stuff sounds like theirs or theirs. I have my own sound. So.
Okay. Now, as a producer, working with Sony, can you also tell us, that was pretty much from the production standpoint, also a little bit with the artist, but more so from the artist perspective, what types of artists is Sony looking to mess with and engage with, as far as with their conduct as an artist and their get there?
Well, I mean, it's not even just Sony. Any label, they want artists with following, you know what I mean, with a following. Like, it's not like back in the days where, you know, they're going to sign you to a big $1 million deal, you know what I'm saying? They're going to sign you, first, they're going to try to get you on a 360 deal where if you get paid off a Sprite commercial, they get money off of that. You get paid off of shows, you know what I mean? They're getting paid off of that. So it's like, you gotta be on your hustle, really. You know what I mean? That's the artist that they're looking for, and they're looking for somebody that's different, and you know what I mean? They really know their shit.
Okay. Now, if anyone, if any of these artists here tonight wanted to approach you as far as for production, not just on, I mean, we all know the hustle, so if he came up with the amount of money they wanted to buy a beat, obviously you're going to get a beat off to him regardless, him or her or whoever it is. But what type of artist specifically are you looking to work with?
I really don't have a specific artist, because when I first started, I was just like, everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna do gangster tracks, or I'm gonna just do gospel. Like, I really would do country, I do techno, I do R&B, gospel, gangster, hip hop. Like I can play you tracks, and they'll all be different genres. And the reason for that is because like Walmart, you don't just walk in Walmart and then see some flip-flops. Like, you can go in this aisle, there's some flip-flops, you can go in this aisle, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to take a, you know what I mean? I didn't want to not accept any type of business, because there's Britney Spears that's going to need something, then Busta Rhymes over here going to need something, and then, you know what I mean? So it's like, so I work with every artist.
Okay. Now, lastly, kind of like how we asked Billy, we're going to ask everybody on our panel with this. What's one bit of advice that you feel that you can give to every artist, every promoter, no matter, even if you work in the field of marketing? Some people out here, they have marketing companies where they come and they do artist development and the whole nine, but what is your best advice that you can give to anyone who's out here on this San Diego music scene in the front running and trying to get it going? What's the best bit of advice that you could give them from your own personal experience?
Stop talking. A lot of people talk, they say, oh, they're gonna do this, the next day pass, they didn't do it, they still talking about what they did. I remember I had a bunch of meetings with people that I dealt with, and it's like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Next time we have the meeting, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do exactly what you're gonna say, you know what I'm saying? And like the whole, it's easier said than done, nah, because as much as you say you're gonna cross the street, your lazy ass could have just got up and crossed that street, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then also with your work, put everything in it. I always feel like if you're gonna half-ass do it, then don't do it at all. Like I have artists that I deal with, it's like, oh, okay, well, this is not my song, so I'm gonna just give him a throwaway verse. That's dumb, because that's still representing you. You want to make sure every song that you own, you want to make it yours. Kill anybody. I don't give a damn if it's your friend, your grandmama you rapping on. Kill her. You know what I mean? Make sure that shit is hotter than everything. That's what Eminem do. That's what Ludacris, they make sure they don't say, oh, this ain't my song, so I'm going to just throw it away. Like, put your all, you know what I'm saying? With everything, with audio, if you don't feel like it's right, if you in the studio till 2 o'clock in the morning and you tired and you don't feel like this shit is right, then just go to sleep, wake up, and do it. But don't sit there and just be like, oh, it's cool. Nothing should ever be cool. Be your best critic. I made tracks a gang of times. Like when I'm in the studio, I'm an asshole. Like I tell somebody straight the fuck up, like, you're garbage, do it again. Not to the point where it's like, you garbage, stop music. It's just a lot of artists that's feeling themselves. And they feel like everything they do is hot. You can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because once you feel like you know everything, there's no room for growth. You know what I'm saying? And like with videos, you wanna make sure everything is clear. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do like these videos that, you know what I mean, look like some star shot shit or whatever. Like you don't want to do that, because people don't, you know what I'm saying? People don't take you serious, because like I have my motto, because a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people feel like when I was doing tracks, a lot of people felt like, oh, it's like a hobby, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing music just for nothing. It's like, oh, with my beat, with my lyrics and your tracks, you can do it, you know what I'm saying? And I always tell them, like, you're not going to go to McDonald's and say, oh, this is a cheeseburger, let me get a cheeseburger, and when my homies see me eating this cheeseburger, you know what I mean, they going to really buy cheeseburgers from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a business. And basically what I'm saying is, if you don't believe in yourself enough to invest in yourself, then nobody else will. So you just got to put your all into everything that you do. Don't half-ass do it, or just don't do it at all.
That's right, straight up. Now, is there a number, or is there some kind of contact info that say anyone in here?
No. No, I'm just
kidding.
I'm just kidding.
Leave me alone.
No, it's, you can go to Black Planet. It's, no, I'm just kidding.
Black Planet.
You still got Black Planet?
It's linked to his MySpace. Now, but you got the telephone number, some
323.
323, everybody bust out your phones. This is the time right now. You might have somebody, whatever, get it in. 323
632
632
1629.
1629.
And then you can, and then 323 632 1629. And then my Facebook is Track, and then my last name is Head. It's Track Head. So just TRACK and then HEAD.
All right, great. Facebook, Track, TRACK, last name Head, HEAD. Let's clap it up. We appreciate it coming up.